It actually started when I was assigned to the Wallace and Wendell churches, and I drove by the Wallace church. I thought, boy, we've got a school right close to the church, and I thought, boy, we're going to have a bunch of children there. And then when I got to the church and found that we didn't have any children, you know, I wanted to see if there's some way that we could get involved with the school. So we at the church at Wallace, we prayed for children, and God gave us 60 children.
Wallace United Methodist Church is part of the Wallace-Wendell Charge in the Abingdon district of the Holston Conference. The congregation contacted a local middle school to find out the needs of students. They subsequently created a backpack ministry, packing food into backpacks to send home for the weekend when needy children typically do not have access to school lunches. The congregation, made up of primarily senior adults, was able to perform this ministry in part thanks to the ministry of the Holston Conference. Holston Conference Outreach Advocacy Team supports local congregations in Holston Conference as they are actively engaged in Christian witness through ministries of justice and advocacy for all God's children and creation. Areas addressed by this team include advocacy for health care for all, for the people of South Sudan, for issues related to mental health, as well as work in peace with justice, religion and race, and safe sanctuaries, a program developed to protect our children and youth. In addition, the team supports and equips those who work to address poverty through our nearly 900 congregations and communities in East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, and North Georgia. Through an Abolishing Poverty conference held every 2 years, poverty simulation experiences for districts and local congregations, and poverty and hunger grants, the Holston Conference Outreach Advocacy Team sponsors opportunities to help support ministry with the poor. The poverty and hunger grants are available to support new and existing ministries with economically disadvantaged individuals and families. These grants encourage our congregations to engage their neighbors with the love of Jesus Christ. The poverty and hunger grants are distributed to Holston congregations such as Wallace.
The backpack program requires about $5,000 a year, and for a small church this was quite an undertaking for us. We were able to qualify for a small grant from the Holston Conference. The money has always been there. It's amazing. I know that this project was truly God-based. I know that God has been with us throughout this whole project because the money has always been there.
Wallace is just one of many congregations that have benefited from the generosity of Holston people over many years. Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." Thank you, Holston Conference. You'll never know how many lives you've changed. Way to go. Way to give.